Okay, for today on this truck, we're going to be getting rid of this old fuse panel. It's pretty beat up. A lot of the stuff's fallen off of it. It's pretty rusted. It still works, and it still has power going to it. Now, how this was set up, it was set up like this. So that this one here powers these four, and this one here powers these two. I don't really know the reasoning of that, but I think it's because these two units over here actually have more power, which is your room lights, and your horn, your stop, and your hazards. I think it's a separate breaker so that if anything went wrong, you would continuously have power there. So anyway, I bought this unit here, which takes the newer style mini fuses, which is a lot nicer than the glass ones. I'm going to put it right there like that. Now this thing actually has one power in that powers everything. So I'm going to actually combine those two into this one, and then have everything I need running off of it. This here is a 6 fuse setup, and this is a 10. So I will have extras, so that I'm going to be putting in a glow plug relay, so I can have that on one. And I'm also going to be putting in an electric fan, which I will talk about later, which I got here. So I'd like that to have a relay in its own fuse as well, because I've got rid of the shaft-driven fans. So I'm going to get started on this, and I'll let you guys, I'll bring you guys back when I'm a little bit farther. So I have figured out why there's 2 separate spots on this panel here. So this one comes on with the key, so that's for your engine and your turn signals and your headlights and your horn. This one here only comes, actually this one's on all the time. So that's for like your hazards and your brake lights, because your brake lights come on when your vehicle is turned off. So this one here, I'm going to have to get a separate panel for, because this one here doesn't give you the options of having 2 separate spots. So I will try to figure that out. But as of right now, it's just going to come off these 2 power sources right here, which is power on with key, and this one is power on all the time. Maybe I'll get a smaller 2 breaker or something like that, just for that separate brake lights and hazards. So there's the first problem we've come across. So boom, getting somewhere already. Okay, so I got these 2 switches mounted right here with the push button for the glow plugs and the toggle for the fan. And I got the new fuse panel in. Still have some spots open. I'm going to have one for a stereo and stuff like that. Maybe an extra horn or something like that. I got the 2 relays mounted. I don't really like the location. I might change it, who knows. So I've got the power coming right from the alternator, so it's got power to one side, all the negatives grounded right there. And then the fan is all just ran. Now it's all extra long because the rad's not in there, and they'll all be put back together. But I did a lot of wiring today. Wiring's usually not my strong suit, but this is pretty simple, so I'm doing okay. I'm going to have to get some new sheathing to cover up all these wires, because I've opened them all up here in the engine bay. So I'll get all these covered back up, and it'll look much better. So yeah, there's another step done in here. We'll be getting this engine bay repainted up before the motor goes in, re-gravel guarding, all this stuff. There should be no more welding, no more fabricating underneath this engine bay. Just basically fuel lines now, a couple more electrical small pieces, and I think we are done. So we've got all the rad hoses mocked up, and I'm really happy with how this truck is going. I just have to get the motor back from Toy Works and get it back in here, and then drive shafts and brakes and all that fun stuff. There'll still be more fabricating, but like I said, it'll be brakes, and because I'm running the 92 Mazda brakes on this 74 to get rid of lefty-tighty on the left side and drop spindles. So there you go. Another step done.